President of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, and the President of the Lambeau Fishing Association, Samati Ramkisson, are claiming victimization and nepotism by the Tobago House of Assembly. They said that Tobago's fisherfolk have not been fully compensated for the losses incurred as a result of the February 7, 2024 oil spill.
President of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, has once again voiced his concerns about Tobago's fishing industry, highlighting what he describes as growing victimization and nepotism.
My name is Curtis Douglas, the President of All Tobago Fisherfolk, also the President of Plymouth Fisherfolk. And this morning, I'm here to convey some concerns that has been brewing for quite some time in the fishing industry in Tobago, where we're seeing a level of victimization and nepotism seems to increase against the fisherfolks in Tobago.
Samati Ramkisson, President of Lambeau Fisherfolk, raised concerns about payment for fisherfolk.
I want to know the rest of money when they paying fishermen it. The rest of money are when they paying vendors, we is affected. Scarborough is not affected like we. Let me tell you something. When they share the town dollars food grant, it's food grant they call it.
Yes, a grant.
It's only 2 of my members. I have about 30 to 35 members in Lambeau. And only 2 of my members did not get that $1,000. You know why? One was in Trinidad and the next one coming from country. So they reached late. So if we didn't get affected, how come we get that $1,000 to help you out? That is my question I asked. Somebody answer that for me, please.
Douglas raised concerns about the transparency and fairness in the distribution of oil spill compensation funds, whether payments were selectively issued ahead of the elections, and if political favoritism influenced who received assistance.
I'm calling on the transparency in all that money they would have took and paid their friends. One, Mr. Farley Chavez, is it true that you tried to pay the fishermen, some of the fishermen, before election? And why it is that you would have made some utterances and said it's only Lambeau and Scarborough you would have been paid, and people outside of Lambeau and Scarborough would have been paid, yes, but selective few. Yes. Is this a level of nepotism that we are seeing developing under your leadership as the Chief Secretary?
Douglas thanked the media for highlighting the plights of those who often go unheard. He also thanked the community for placing their trust in him to speak on their behalf and acknowledge the sense of purpose that his role brings. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates Television News.